Like if you and I are just hanging out, all of us, having a beer,
Right.
Maybe I can be kind of funny sometimes, but to get on a stage, and here's the reason I'm afraid of it, is because if you're doing a play, if you're doing Cat on a Hot Tin Roof or whatever the hell it is, you don't really know the reaction from the audience. I mean, it's like they either love the shit out of this or they don't get it or whatever, but you don't know in the moment. If you're a stand-up comic, you have one reason to be up there, and that's to make them laugh. So if you don't make them laugh, pretty soon you're fucked. And I mean, I can't imagine bombing as a comic. And I think about different, people over the years that had a very different type of comedy, and like Stephen Wright,
Yeah,
for instance.
perfect example.
Stephen Wright, who walks out there, doesn't say shit to the audience for a minute, takes a drink of water, and then he goes, so last night I accidentally put my car key into my door at my house and started my house up. I drove it around the block. Cop pulled me over and said, "Where do you live?" I said, "Right here." Or he goes, he says, "I bought some powdered water, only I don't know what to mix it with." I mean, that kind of stuff. So this is very sort of like, nobody ever did that before until he did that. And I'm like, what was it like in the beginning for that guy, where people just going, the fuck are you talking about?
Well, what's interesting with him, he existed there's a great documentary on comedy in Boston called When Stand Up Stood Out. Okay. This guy, France Alameda, who was a comic in Boston, created it. And it's all about, Boston was a very unique environment in stand-up, where all these comedians were just doing stand-up for Boston audiences. They didn't travel, they just stayed there, and they were some of the best guys that have ever done stand-up ever. But a lot of it was regional, and a lot of it didn't translate when they left Boston.
Right.
But they were so fucking good. And there was just a giant group of them. And some of them, like Lenny Clark, broke through, and Jay Leno, of course, and Louis C.K. came out of there, Bill Burr. A lot of guys broke through, right? But there was a core group of guys that were a part of this